All right, everyone. Today we're going to learn about the future tense. It's the last, major, well, not the last, but it is one of the biggest remaining tenses left for us to learn in terms of knowing, in terms of being able to say things, right? We want to be able to say that we will do something in the future. So far, the future has been blocked to us. We can only talk about things that are currently happening or things that were happening for an extended period of time in the past, right? Our present and our imperfect tense. But we are now going to dive into the future. So let's dive in. All right, so as always, I like to start with a couple examples. Take a look at these. They're all vocab words we've learned. Some good retrieval in here as well. And maybe pause the video and see if you can kind of take a stab at what these sentences are saying, even without having officially learned the future. All right, if you haven't paused the video yet, I'm going to start talking about them. So, last chance. Hopefully you remember cross. We saw this that class when we first introduced the imperfect. I put this up, and we didn't actually put any verb forms underneath it. Do you remember what cross means? Comes from procrastinate, because it means tomorrow. Cross, tomorrow. So tomorrow, ambulabo, I will walk to town. So tomorrow to town I will walk, right? But in English we would typically take the verb before the preposition. Sentence number 2, we see accusatives, so we know we're not going to translate them yet. We just know that something's being done to my forest. And what's being done? Ardebis. So it's you will not burn my forest. Okay? You will not burn my forest. And finally, vos liberabimus. Vos could be our subject, but then we go to liberabimos and see a mus ending. So we're thinking, all right, maybe this is actually not a subject but a direct object. Vos vestrum, vobis, vos, accusative, right? Vobis, ablative. Liberabimus, we will free y'all. We will free you. Okay? So we're noticing some things about the future, maybe, that stand out. And maybe we can draw some comparisons with the imperfect as well. But first, let's go and do a little tense review. All right, so if I'm talking about hodie, today, I'm usually going to be using the present tense, right? Today, hodie, ambulamos, we are walking. You envy, you are jealous, right? Dolet, he suffers, hodie. Firmant, they strengthen. And we learned recently how if I wanted to say something happening yesterday, right, I could change the tense to the imperfect tense. Why don't you take a moment of retrieval and try and convert each of these verbs into the imperfect tense while keeping the person, right, third person here, and number, third person singular, the same, right? So dolet would become what? All right. Pause the video and try and work on this, and then I'm going to move on. So last chance to pause the video. All right, here they are. Ambulabamus, inwed de bas, dole bat, ambulabant. Because remember how to remember the imperfect? Well, we remember that whenever we go and visit a farm, we're always struck by the imperfection, I should say, of sheep. The ba, is all the way through. We attach them to the second principal part minus the re. So we have ambulare, we chop off the re, ambula, and then we attach a bamus. In with de, bas, dole, bat, ambula, bant, bam, bas, bat, bamus, batas, bant. Okay, so moving forward. We are now left with this last column. So I can talk about hodie, I can talk about heiri, but how do I talk about cross? And after the next couple slides, we'll come back to this, and we'll see if you can convert these 4 verbs into the future. And let me give you a little hint. You will be able to. Oh, wow, that was pretty good. All right, so here they are, the future tense. Paro, parare, parawe, paratus are the principal parts of this verb. Anyone remember what it means? This is diving back to chapters 4 through 6 vocab. To prepare, yes. And notice I'm going to the second principal part, chopping off the RE again, para, 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 and attaching the following endings. Bo, bis, bit, it's the future, Bemis, bit, spun. Bo, bis, bit, it's the future, Bemis, bit, spun. Try it out. Bo, bis, bit, it's the future, Bemis, bit, spun. It's the future, Bo, bis, bit, it's the future, Bemis, bit, spun. My goal is to get that stuck in your head so that you sing it in an opportune time, and it is embarrassing, but also so that you can always remember your future endings. So keeping that all in mind, let's go back and try and translate these now. What does it mean that the parabo is the future tense? How would I translate parabo? Try and do it on your own right now. I will prepare. Parabis, you will prepare. Try and do the rest of these on your own now. Parabit, he will prepare. She will prepare. It will prepare. Parabimus, we will prepare. Parabitis, y'all will prepare. Parabant, they will prepare. And so when we look at this, what's the forms that are hardest to remember, possibly? Hopefully you've mentioned parabo and parabunt, because all the others have eyes, right? That bis, bit, bimus, bitis. And then, whoa, where does bunt come from? One thing we're going to learn about Latin is that int sound, ooh, they don't like it. They don't like that int sound. So they try and avoid it when they can. So instead of bint here, ooh, oh, no, they don't like that. They replace the I with a U, unt. Okay, bunt, parabunt. And then up here in the singular, we've seen O as a first person singular before, right? Woko, amo, paro, for example, right? So this isn't totally unfamiliar to see an O ending in the first person singular. But all of them have these B's. All right, so keeping this in mind, sing the song one time. Bo, bis, bit, it's the future, Bemis, bit, spun. Let's go and try and convert these to the future tense. Kras, things that we will do tomorrow. Pause the video and do it on your own, and then we'll go over it. Here are the answers. Ambulamus becomes ambulabimus. Invides, UMB becomes, sorry about that. I made them all. Invidebis, apologies. Dolabit, and then fermabunt. Apologies. So fermant, they strengthen, becomes they will strengthen, fermabunt. Dolet, he suffers. Dolabit, he will suffer. Invides, UMB. Invidebis, you will envy. So UMB versus you will envy. Okay, cross. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. There's some more exercises to do to get extra practice with this in your textbook. But we'll also talk about it more next class. All right, see you.